toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So LSU's offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Right back to the well. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense, the step to the up man, they'll fake it. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down.
I love the aggressive nature. They told us coming into this game they were just going to let everything go. And here we are in the first drive of the game. They line up in the punt formation, and they fake it. Not just that, they pick it up, and this drive is staying alive. I love it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The play-action fake. He's going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that's...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's an interesting call going play action on 3rd and long because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Pettis. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going for it all. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kentucky will be forced to punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. They'll send the back in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a first down play. To the ground. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field.
Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Tight end now in motion. He'll pull it on the read. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Kentucky now operating in the red zone. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the right. Got it! Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Dropping back, it's Pettis. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback, LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Pressure coming. Makes the catch. It's Cooks. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed.
Touchdown, Tigers! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Finds a tight end. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we can name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last two drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Out of bounds at the 43.
To the air, it's Dalton. He lets it fly. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats.
7, Kentucky. 3.
They've got a first down here to open the period. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete to the left. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Might be looking to run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on third and long. Here's a heat. Flips it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Looking to throw, it's Dalton. Working that left side now. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see if they can put the defense on its heels in first and 10. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
LSU with the first and 10 here. Running it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Worley. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. At the 20, he's got space. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They go to the ground.
I get it. It wasn't going to be a positive play. You weren't going to get a lot of yards, but I'd love to see you stick it up in there and hit somebody and finish the play with some physicality and at least pick up one or two.
As long as you don't lose the football. It's already a bad play, just don't make things worse.
Coach Rick used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe.
Stumbled to the ground.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? Hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Kind of in that in-between spot here, a long field goal, can't really punt it from here, so they'll try to convert on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Creates a little room. There he goes. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Scanning the field, it's Dalton. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now adjusting. The throw. Makes the catch. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Quarterback on the keeper. He's He's loose at the 15. Oh, there's an alley to the left. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. Looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Wildcats in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Pettis. He lost one down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. They're working that left side. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air on second down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Facing a third and long. Looking for a man. It's Dalton. He slings it deep to the left. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but
breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. huge run. They love another explosive play. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Fakes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Just outside the red zone, if they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. He'll do it himself. Got enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. This defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. They'll line up to go for 2. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They feed him again. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Running back searching for a hole.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
They missed a field goal on that last drive, but here on 3rd down, they can't afford for this possession to come up empty. Grabbed in the middle, it's Worley. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
LSU trying to convert a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Dropping back, it's Pettis. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window if the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Get set, get set.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going now.
Makes the grab outside. It's Cooks. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it. Touchdown, Kentucky. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to throw, it's Dalton. Finds his tight end.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Gets the back moving. The give to the tailback. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Worley. Turning it on. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion and adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
Off play action on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown LSU! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he added the extra point.
Kentucky, 17.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Pettis. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He's got great speed. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking for space to the left. A shot toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. I mean, seriously, what do you do against this guy? He is everything you want in a quarterback.
And you can prepare for him all week, and you can put a wide receiver at quarterback to be a scout team, but you just can't replicate a guy that can buy time, scramble around, break tackles, and then all of a sudden chuck the ball down the field and make you pay. Just too elite of a playmaker. You just got to find a way to get him on the ground early when you get those opportunities.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the fourth quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Kentucky right back to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Creates a little space. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It is perfect. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They are up by just 1 over Maryland. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
To the air, it's Dalton. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Two-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Let's see what they do on third down. Looking to throw, it's Dalton. He lets one fly deep. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. Under fire. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The misconnection leaves him with a third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Now the play fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Looking for a man, it's Pettis. Throws toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just out of reach.